Hello, beautiful soul family. Rebecca here, your vibe mentor, helping you raise your vibration so you can live your best life. Oh, it is so appropriate that I start these videos by saying hello, beautiful soul family, because I know that there are no accidents. And if you are here as part of this community, whether you're a regular viewer or a subscriber, we are all part of the same soul family. We are here together to support each other in this journey. And I absolutely am honored to be in this position to help bring us together. And that's exactly what I wanted to talk about today. I understand that YouTube is not really intended to be a social engagement platform, that it's more of an entertainment or sometimes learning, which is really what this channel is all about. But I do want to continue to strive towards creating a community. Now, I'm also more heavily on Facebook. I would say Facebook and YouTube are kind of my two primary platforms, although I am on all of the platforms. Facebook is great because we can cultivate that community, but at the same time, I understand the demographics don't quite cross over, and those who are YouTube users prefer not to be on Facebook or vice versa, and that's fine. So what I've really wanted to dig into, if you follow me, you know I use the term New Earth Construction Team regularly, that this channel is for purpose-driven entrepreneurs to help you heal either the trauma, the lack mentality, or the unworthiness wound that holds you back from your life purpose so that you can manifest abundance and make a living through it. That is really what this is all about. Now, I can't always do that in free videos 5 days, 7 days a week. And oftentimes it can even get overwhelming that people are not going to watch every video. And there are holes that are left that I can't fully serve each and every single one of you if we're not engaged in some type of more active communication and regular touch points. So what I've been thinking about, and really what I've been thinking about is a membership. So we'll just throw that out there. It literally is just an idea. I've got some notes in a notepad, and that's about it. But I want to understand from you, is that something that you might be interested in? And here's why it's important. When we are brought together, we are amplified. There's the term where two or more are gathered, there I am in their midst. If you follow me, you know I use something called brain spotting as a trauma healing modality, and I can sense, not even sense, feel the palpable power that happens when two spiritual people come together. And I will say, this is a traditional therapy, or I should say it's a therapy modality used in traditional settings. It is relatively new, so you can't really call it traditional. But when I was trained in brain spotting, I was trained by a mental health professional. It was a very different experience than what happens when I am engaging with another spiritual person when we're working on healing their trauma. There is an element of energy work that I am also calling in, but there is an amplification. There is a power that is unleashed that cannot be explained by anything other than our connection to our source creator. That if you look at crystals, certain crystals can be paired together, certain crystals should not be, because they have either an amplification or a cancellation power over the other. If you look at the Schuman resonance, when we experienced 9/11, the Schuman resonance spiked. It was one of the earliest times that it spiked higher than the standard 7.53 hertz that it was at for so long. And now it continues to spike higher and higher and higher. And why does that happen? It's because of us. If you look at meditations, when we come together and we meditate together, the effects of the meditation are powerful, especially when there's thousands of people. We can make it rain, almost literally, people. I don't know why I call you people. Friends, family, I love you guys so much. I really want to bring everybody together, because you can see what I'm getting at here is we have been isolated and alone for so long, and so many of us want community, and it's not the same to just be in a Facebook group or just be subscribed to a YouTube channel. It's different when we get together, when we're on a Zoom call. At the very least, if we can't be together in person, let's get on a Zoom call and let's discuss whatever is coming up for you. And so, of course, being that this channel is about assembling the New Earth Construction Team, that would be where I would start, but the community would end up driving what is needed and what is facilitated, and the content, and even how it is structured. So if you think about what's happening in the world today, that I like to use the analogy, if you follow me, you know, we're pulling all of the crap out of the closet. If you've ever, my kids are terrible about hanging up their coats. The coat closet is a mess. They stuff their coats in there, they throw their shoes and their hats, and then you can't find anything, and it's a mess. And of course, we didn't need it over the summer, so I let it sit. And guess what has to happen right now? I have got to pull everything out of that closet. Everything's going to be on the living room floor. We're going to have to put everything into little piles. Is it a glove? Is it a hat? Is it a coat? Is it a summer coat? Is it a spring coat? Is it a winter coat? And I make a big mess. And that is what's happening in our society today. Is all of the bad stuff that's happening right now has been happening for a long time. We just couldn't see it. It wasn't pulled out of the closet. It was behind the curtains. And now it's being pulled out of the closet so that we can see it and we can shift it and we can change it. And in order for non-functioning negative entities and structures to be destroyed and replaced, there has to be a breakdown before we can have the breakthrough. And so I always say, you are made perfectly imperfect for a purpose. There's something that you are here to do. Every ounce of you, the way you were made, is exactly what it needed to be able to perform that function. Now, some of you, not likely on this channel, but there might be a couple, some of you may feel called to be part of that deconstruction team, to go out and to fight in the courts, and to be a new journalist, to actually bring truth to the eyes and ears of the public that we have not been privy to up until this point. I really don't even want to focus on that. So my point is, there may be a few of you who are designed for that. The rest of us are not. The rest of us are designed for creating the new earth. So the new earth construction team means that we are stepping into our purpose. So one, we have to heal the trauma. If you have that fear of being seen, if you have hypersensitivity or high empathy, and you cannot stand feeling everyone's feelings or emotions because we're so sensitive, we sense everything. If you've not come to a place of healing enough that you can sustain and stand in that, then the trauma healing is required. So this is, if and when, because I really feel like this is coming, when we start this membership, we're going to be working hand in hand, going through this together, whether it's every day or 5 days a week or however we end up doing this, so that we can heal the trauma, identify the purpose, and step into manifesting abundance. Because in order to bring about the new earth and to start the new earth construction team, we have to be abundant. We need new everything, and that's going to require money. But the number one abundance block that I see is the feelings of unworthiness, the result of the complex trauma, the lack mentality, not understanding the mind and how to reprogram the neural pathways. This is all, it's simple in my eyes because I've done it and I teach it, and I know that it can be shared with you. Now, here's the challenge that I have seen in this community, in my Facebook community, in our community at large, the New Earth Construction team, the purpose-driven entrepreneurs, the people who are really committed to stepping into their life purpose. And I used to say spiritual people, but I'll be honest, not all spiritual people are committed to stepping into their purpose or doing the work to heal the trauma. So we niche down even farther, right? It's for spiritual people, but it's also spiritual people who are committed to their purpose, committed to being an entrepreneur. Yes, that's where we all start. Even, Jeff Bezos was an entrepreneur. Steve Wozniak was an entrepreneur, right? Everybody starts as an entrepreneur, and then all of a sudden you're a big, well-known company and you're a legitimate business, right? So point being that historically, my coaching and courses have been higher priced. I have to sustain myself. But that is only required if I'm working one-on-one with a person. What I can do is offer a membership where we're, meeting, maybe we meet, 30 people at a time, 20 people at a time and each day of the week, then I can help 20 people each day. And that's not something that's sustainable for me right now. Maybe it's 50 people a day. Maybe we start training people on how to do brain spotting and how to do this energy work. So then you become a facilitator and you host a group. And then maybe it grows and turns into regional or even, city specific groups where we have to come together, and it starts with this one first step. And so what I was getting at was I don't have to charge nearly as much. I can make this really, really affordable as long as there's interest. We can use a platform like Zoom or even Kajabi to get together, as physically as possible, one-on-one in person, and I can start to share the trainings, the lessons, the brain spotting in a broader group. And so I would love to just hear from you. Are you interested in a community? I'm not sure where to start, but likely if I started the membership, the founding members would get a lifetime access for like $20 a month. And then from there, we might go up to 25, 35. I want to keep it sort of under 40. That's the goal. I need this to be accessible for you so that we can truly start to assist each other and heal the trauma, remove those abundance blocks, step into your life purpose, and make a living doing it so that we can create the new earth, right? So that feels very long-winded to me. Like I said, it's just an idea. I don't know where you're at in this journey, if you're ready for community, if you're stuck in perpetual hermit mode, if you believe that the world is not safe. All of those things are trauma responses. So come show us your face, show us your beautiful light. Let us help you. Let's start connecting. And who knows where the groups may even go. I could see, and something that's been kind of coming to me for a while is, if you have an interest in education, we would have an education group. If you have an interest in healing and tarot, we would have a tarot group or a healing group. If you have interest in food, and we need new networks of how to support local, sustainable, organic food. So yeah, I digress. If you're interested, let me know. If not, at least take this message to prompt you to find a community, whether it's on Facebook or in person. Start to connect as frequently as possible, because the more we come together, the more powerful we are. Okay, likely this membership is going to happen whether I hear from you or not. So if you're watching this in 6 months, we'll link below when the membership is ready. Either way, I think this is going to happen. It's just a matter of figuring out how to do it. So I think my email is also listed in the About section on YouTube. So if you want to email me directly, that would be perfect. You don't have to stick your neck out and say, hey, me, in front of everybody if that's a concern for you. And then we can start to talk about platforms. If Facebook's not the platform to do that, Kajabi has a community option. There's other ways that we can go about this. Zoom, at the very least. We can be on Zoom together maybe a couple times a week. All right, I love you guys. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to creating this community. It's going to be super cool. I'm so excited. We're actually assembling the New Earth construction team. All right, please do make sure you like, subscribe, and share this one, especially if you know anybody who is a purpose-driven entrepreneur who wants to be part of the New Earth construction team and be part of the community, part of a membership. Send this video to them. All right, I love you guys. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Click this button to subscribe to get notified of the next video, because who knows, it might be an extension of this one. Otherwise, if you want to continue the conversation today, this video is curated just for you. All right, take care, my friends. Namaste. I love you.